Hello Scorpio and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your fortnightly reading for October the 16th through to the 31st. And what a fortnight this is. It is topped and tailed by, starts with a new moon in Libra and ends with the full moon, the blue moon, which is the second full moon of this month in Taurus, which actually also coincides with Halloween. So, which... You know, I think it's every 18 to 20 years there's a full moon on Halloween, actually on the date. So, and a blue moon at that. So a lot of intense energies going around Scorpio. Plus, I've got this upside down. Mercury is in retrograde in Scorpio. So there's so many things happening. There's lots of big planets, things happening in Capricorn planets. So let's have a look at what's happening. We have for you... Whew, okay, gosh, intense, Scorpio. We have the Seven of Swords as an overall energy. So before I start talking about this situation here that's come up, we've got the Page of Wands crossed by the Four of Swords. I do feel like you're going to probably be pushed down a path that you weren't expecting, a new path. I think that the words are let go of expectations here, because I think you might have a plan. This is where I'm going, but I think the universe might have a different plan for you. So let's see. I'm going to pull an animal spirit energy for you, Scorpio. And we have Sea Serpent. Beautiful. Yes, eye-opening things, unexpected things with the Sea Serpent coming in. I feel like you're going to maybe be taken off your usual path, but that might kind of bring up a fear response at first, but I feel like there's a higher purpose. So I'm going to start with these, a new deck that I've got, the Brian Froud's Fairy cards. Some of you may be aware of this. This is not actually a new deck. It's a new deck for me. So they've been around for a while, but the intention is to read them intuitively. So, and I find with them, they give me a bit of more of a overall message, more of a global message sometimes as well, or a collective unconscious or consciousness. So I'm just going to pull some messages from this before we get stuck into this is more specific. So there is also will be an extended version of this reading. And the link is in the description box below if this resonates and you'd like to go further into this, and we'll take a sneak in further into the future as well beyond this and look at the energies more deeply. I also am presenting with a new moon meditation and a new moon reading, and I also will be doing a special Halloween and blue moon reading as well. So the links to the new moon will be up. I haven't done the blue moon yet. That will be closer and probably next fortnight's reading. But anyway, I will put links that are available up. So we have message for Scorpio from the fairies. We have the Singer of Transfiguration. We have Gotcha, and the Singer of Intuition. Wow, number 11, number 64, and number 7. I'm just going to hold up these cards for you. So again, I get the feeling there's going to be some surprises, some big changes coming through, almost to the point it might not be something you can even bear to look at, because it's like, is this really how this is playing out? Is this really how this is going to happen? But so it's saying some things might get shaken up, and it might be, I can almost bear to look at this, but you are flanked by the Singer of Transfiguration and the Singer of Intuition. So it's very much saying there is a massive thing happening on a higher level, but on your human level, things are being shaken up. So there's transformation coming in on a higher level. Things from the past, things that you thought had lain dormant and dead, and now actually it's not a transformation as such as a transmutation is what I want to say, Scorpio, because it's almost like those things no longer exist as they once were. Things that have been, they're showing me like the energy of things that have been in those ashes. If we're thinking about a phoenix, it dies, rises from the ashes again. The things in your life that may be representative of what's in ashes, relationships from the past, energies that you thought you'd let go of, things that you thought, okay, this is all dead, I've dealt with it, it's all over. It's saying, yes, it is actually all over, but not only is it all over, but those energies no longer exist as they once were in your life. So it's almost So it's not like they don't exist, but you don't interpret or understand them in the same way. It's kind of all fairly cerebral to explain how I'm getting this. So it is transmuting. It's been changed from one thing into another. So it is like a kind of transformation, but it's like letting go of energies, and it's like you've reached a state of evolution, consciousness, that those things can no longer exist. Those energies no longer exist in the vibration that you're at this moment in time. And so we have the singer of intuition coming in, and this is very much the new energies coming through for you. This is very much the new information and how to interpret what is going on in your world. So there is new ways and new understandings and new realizations at a higher level coming in for you. So it almost might feel like your world is totally new. But we also, there's this sense of wonder as well coming in with this. But we do have this peeking out from the middle, this gotcha kind of energy coming through. So I actually feel like for you guys, because there's a lot of energy happening very deep down, kind of very deep down feelings that are being brought up to the surface, fears, previously held subconscious beliefs, things like that are coming up. And I feel like for you guys, it's probably going to be an easier ride than some of the other signs, because this is kind of your domain. This is actually where you are strongest. So it's having the ability to look at those things that are coming up from the deep and being able to transform them. And it feels like the energies are so much stronger than this energy that's in the background that you will be fine. So let's look at what the Rider Waite cards are saying, the tarot is saying. So we have the Page of Wands crossed by the Four of Swords. And this is very much saying now is not the time to be moving forward into anything. You may be wanting that, but it's very much saying it wants you to be still in a place to be able to download all this new information at this moment in time. So if you're wanting to move forward, if you're wanting to start a new venture, a new business, or whatever it is, a new relationship, the brakes are going to be put on from the universe. And you can push forward into that, but it's very much you're kind of being guided to stay put, really, in where it is that you are, not starting up something new. There's this higher energy of transformation and transmutation happening on a much deeper, higher level that's coming through here. There are new things, though, however, coming into your sphere, into your existence. And we have this Ace of Swords. This is crowning you. And again, I feel like there's this whole, if we can think of a computer being completely a whole new operating system being put in terms of your mind, it's like your mind is getting this upgrade. Your brain and your mind is getting this huge upgrade as to your understandings of things and idea of reality even. And so this is where this Ace of Swords, it's all happening in the element of air for you in particular. And it's very much happening on a mental level. So you need some time to be able to process this, what is happening to your mind and your brain at this time, and your intellect, your intellectual, rational understanding of the world is being reprogrammed and upgraded. So, it's a process. It can be an eye-opening process for some of you. So deep down we have as the energy in the energy at the bottom of the reading. And this energy, I feel like this is very much related to soul and spirit. So sometimes this is subconscious. This is energy is deep down within you. When I say soul and spirit, it is you. It's just different kind of understandings of that. Subconscious can sometimes be energy that you've held on, but when you release it, it's not actually really your native energy. So this Eight of Pentacles is something that you're working on here. It's very grounded. So there's all this intergalactic kind of energy happening up higher up for you. And so it's good because you've got this base deep down that you can remain very grounded while this process is happening. And so you can actually start seeing things. You can start feeling and seeing results physically, as well as this is going to affect your work and your financials. So the Eight of Pentacles is really saying you have an anchor, a very strong anchor that's keeping you in a good place so that you can deal with all this change and this new information that's coming in for you. So it's a really positive, grounded energy that's there for you. In the recent past, we have the Queen of Swords, and this is the path has been cleared for you. So mental space has been cleared for you for this Ace of Swords to come in. And it's all around your element of air again. So we needed the Queen of Swords to come in the recent past to make room for that Ace of Swords energy, the new information coming in for you. And so you might have found that your schedule might have been cleared, for example, or meetings got cancelled, things that you had plans kind of just suddenly stopped or got cancelled or went awry. It's the universe saying we're clearing the path so you don't have too many other things to think about at this moment in time. We want you to be getting this high information that's hitting the earth, and we want you to be getting that. So this is all kind of happening at a really high level, Scorpio, and how it will impact your life, your sort of world, is it just feels like things are being stopped. You're in a sort of holding pattern at this moment in time. So that's kind of how it's feeling. And this is the near future. We have the Five of Pentacles, and this is the part of you that doesn't understand what's going on here. Why am I not moving forward? Why am I not seeing action? Why am I not seeing results? And so it's just a smaller part of you that doesn't understand the bigger picture of what's going on here. So when this energy comes out, it's very much understanding that you can't go back to the old you, because that old you doesn't exist anymore. So there might be this moment of feeling displaced where you feel like you have nowhere to go because that house represents you. And you're no longer inside. And it's like, I can't work out where the new house is. So it's kind of like a space of limbo almost. But you are supposed to be in this place. But for some people, it can feel disorientating. It can have a fear response. It can feel like nothing's happening. There is something happening on a higher level. I feel like very much at the moment, the higher energies are like the puppet master in your life. So this can bring up fears. It can be feelings of lack, poverty of consciousness. Those kind of energies you can feel like, oh, there's nothing happening. That sort of energy that sort of thought process can come in. It can bring up that negativity. But if you're feeling that, know that there is actually something much better happening on a higher process here for you with that Five of Pentacles. Now, you in the situation is this Three of Cups. So it's like I feel like you're embracing the change here. I feel like you're celebrating, you're wanting this newness to come in. You're kind of sensing, there is a sense that there is something good happening. There is something that is worth celebrating, but it's a feeling, it's a sense. So it's really hard. It's very intuitive, and we have the Singer of Intuition coming in. I feel like this is a very intuitive energy, this Three of Cups, that you're celebrating all this new energy coming in. So there is, this sense of new possibilities coming through, which makes you happy and makes other people happy. But at the same time, you can feel it, but you can't see it yet. You sense it, but it's not coming into your life. So here you are in the King of Cups. This is very much you sitting in your environment, just kind of being able to ride the wave, really, ride the emotional wave. Your Cups energy is happy, it's good. Your Swords energy is happy, it's good. but for the moment. But it's the near future, it's going to be tricky because you're not going to be shown. You're just going to have a sense that there's something happening, but you're not going to be shown exactly what that is. So this is you sitting in your environment knowing, I know there's chaos around me. I know there's drama. People are having responses. People are reacting, but I'm all good. You know, I'm able to master my emotions here. I'm able to sit through these depths. And that's what I'm saying. Other signs are going to be triggered because you can sit with what's happening here on a very deep, intuitive, psychic level here, Scorpio. So you're actually sitting quite centered. And again, that's because you've got this anchor here with this Eight of Pentacles. You're very centered and anchored amidst all this kind of change and chaos that you can't quite put your finger on. So it's this weird thing that it's almost like you're seeing it happening to other people, but you're the eye of the storm. You feel calm within all this other stuff that's happening around you. We have, and it's interesting, the eye of the storm here, we have the sea serpent. So the eye and seeing, it seems to be a very important theme here. Hopes and fears, we have the Page of Cups. So yeah, you are wanting this new thing. You're hoping it's going to be as good as you can intuitively feel. So yeah, this is a very positive expectation coming in that something good is coming in here for you, which is actually, I do feel it too. I just feel like it's coming in, it's all about divine timing. So once you expect it to come at a certain time, that's when you get the kind of pushback. That's when you get the conflict. If you can go and ride the wave and go with the divine timing, you're going to actually be feeling really good about this. We have as an outcome the Eight of Swords. And this is actually, again, it's funny because I don't feel anything negative about this Eight of Swords. Sometimes I'm getting holding space. Okay, for you. And for you guys, I feel like very much you're okay with where you're at. Yes, you might be in this holding space. You might be in limbo. But the Eight of Swords, yes, you can't see where you're going. But I'm getting a feeling of that's okay. I'm not getting struggle. I'm not getting conflict with that. It's just like I can't see in the dark. But I actually have to intuitively feel my way through this. And so your intuition is going to actually be really heightened, extraordinarily so, Scorpio. So you are really going to be trusting your instinct, your intuition here with this one, because you're not going to be shown in your 3D world. Which is why, where do I want to go to next? I think I want to go to Sea Serpent because it all kind of leads in together. The Sea Serpent is very much a cycle has ended, but while one cycle has ended, a new one has begun. There's new, like I said, new understandings, new beginnings. Some things are eye-opening. Your eyes are being wide open to a new reality, but you're able to handle that, like I said, Scorpio. So it's like of all the signs you're able to absorb and integrate and understand all of this because you're the gateway from all this information from above is through your intuition. And so this is your third eye is going to be very, very open to all of this and allow this to come in. And your base chakra is like a center. It's like an anchor that is holding all this in. So that's why they want you to stay put because you need to have a sense of belonging of where you are. So it might even be things like just sick days, like wanting to stay home from work, wanting to be at home, not wanting to go anywhere, wanting to stay put where you are, stay in the house, it's kind of got that energy to it because it's not the time to be traveling or taking risks or making big changes. Time is to stay still and stay put, to incorporate these big changes coming through. So we have the Seven of Swords coming in as an overall energy. And this is very much, you will actually be quite pleased with yourself. Now, I'm getting because your intuition is so heightened, I'm getting very intuitive meanings for these cards, and this is not necessarily, they're not going to be the traditional meanings of the deck for this reading. So if you understand tarot and go, that's not what the Seven of Swords means, that's actually, this is a very highly intuitive reading that we're getting here today. And yeah, I'm getting that you're taking in what it is that you need, leaving what you don't need, and you're kind of quite happy with how you're absorbing the process of it. So I do get this sense of feeling quite happy and pleased with yourself, that you're getting what it is that you want here. You're getting what it is that you need through this process. So yeah, overall, like Scorpio, it's very, there's a lot of deep energy happening here for you, but there's like a massive, big eye-opening reprogramming happening, which is happening on a much higher level. We're going to have a look at this, and it's all good, it's all positive. But yeah, stay put, stay put, stay put. If you push against it, I don't even know if you can, because it's like the universe has got like a huge magnet and going, this is where I want you to stay. This is where I want you to be. So it's got an energetic spot that it wants you to be in, and you will find yourself not wanting to leave that. So wherever it is that you feel intuitively good about being, stay there, because that's where it wants you to be. So we're going to have a look at this in the deeper read. The link is in Vimeo below. We'll see what other information we're getting in. This has all been very high vibrational and higher level information, so maybe we'll get some more specifics. We'll pull out some more fairy cards as well and see what else other information's coming through, and we'll look at the future beyond this, because I feel like maybe once this holding pattern's broken, we'll see if there's anything, what it is that it's actually bringing in on a higher level, a deeper level. So we'll have a look at that. I'd love it if you could come over and join me on that ride, because this is I feel like my third eye is completely wide open at this moment in time, Scorpio. So I think it's going to be an interesting reading. So the link is in the description box below. Just click on that and go to your sign in Vimeo. If this is where I'm leaving you, thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment if this has resonated with you. I also do have a pick a card new moon messages and a new moon meditation. I will leave the link in the description box below. Thank you so much, Scorpio. This is a really, really significant time in humanity, really. So this is a really important time to be open, to be intuitive, and so I feel like you're going to be in the right space for this, and this very, very powerful transmutation is occurring on a higher level. So thank you so much for joining me. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.